looking at any future partners. So a particular future partner, I should say, who may be coming into your life. We're going to look at their qualities that they might possess, where you might find them or who they might remind you of, what shadow self of yours might be blocking this connection from manifesting, and also what they're attracted to within you. So let's have a look. We've got 3 piles in front of us. We've got 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to just let you take a moment to focus on the cards as to which ones you're drawn to. Okay, if you chose reading number 1, we're going to have a look at the main theme or main energy around this reading, this person, this connection, what they're coming in with perhaps. This is returning love, guys. This is very interesting. When this one came up, I thought, this might be someone coming back from your past. And, you know, there might be some new energies they're coming in with. Perhaps they've had some time to grow in themselves. You know, or it could be a past life connection that somebody is returning back to you in this lifetime. Just a beautiful card, this one. So it can be reconciliation, or it could be a reunion of souls. Let's have a look at the main energy they're coming in with. So this is the main theme, and this is going to be their main energy as they come into this connection and what's going on for them now. So we've got the 9 of Wands, means that I feel that they're at the end of a journey regarding love. It may be that they have just felt like they want to give up on love. It might be something they're not really seeking or searching for right now. Feels like they've been on a bit of a journey. And so there might be some self-love issues to happen, like that they need to do, like they need to look after themselves. And they've really burnt out. They've had their energy. What am I getting? It's like they've had their focus on something else. Their energy has been going onto something else. It could have been another connection that they have had to end or let go of. But it just feels like they're coming into this connection, not really seeking love or a connection as such. It's almost like, see how she's got her eyes closed here? As far as I can see, she's got her eyes closed, has she? Oh no, she might be looking at us, but the feeling I get is that there's this feeling of not going to put up with crap this time. Maybe they were having to deal with someone who really tested their energy, their patience, their resilience. And so they want to persevere. They do want to persevere, but they're kind of like maybe going to just see if one last time something can work for them in their life. Maybe one last time, one last chance for love that they're going to give this, you know, in their life. They're going to give themselves one last chance. Because I feel like they have been on the brink of wanting to let something go and just forget about this journey of love altogether. But at the same time, they do want it. They do want to have somebody. They could be after you. If this is reconciling with someone, you know, if this is about someone reconciling with you, they might feel like they want to give it one last shot, you know, see if they can move into this with you and prosper in this with you and be able to grow and heal perhaps something that wasn't resolved. But the energy this person's mostly coming in with is that they definitely want to give something another go. They've had a chance to rest and reconsider their position. And so it looks like they're coming in with this attitude of, you know, wanting to give it one last shot, basically. I feel like this person's learnt a lot of lessons on their journey as well. And there's a flame still burning here within themselves for love or for the connection or for you. So let's have a look at then what main energies. I'm just going to move these over here now. Just going to sort them out. Just checking that out. Oh yeah, no, I've got them mixed up here. Hang on. I remembered what they were like before. Yeah, that's got to go over here. Sorry, guys. I must have mucked it up when I was doing them, but just having a look here. Yeah, that's it there. Okay, so luckily I remembered. So this side here is the qualities they're going to possess, or that they do possess now, and what kind of like might attract you to them. So what they're coming into this with, the qualities they possess right now, is that there's opportunities available to them, but they're not necessarily seeking anything out or receiving anything right now either. They're kind of just like, meh, you know, I can't be bothered with life, can't be bothered with anything. There's nothing really good coming in. And this really reminds me of this energy here where it's okay, well, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. I'm not going to really fight for this for too long, or, you know, it might be this one last battle, one last fight to win you over or something like that. But at the same time, it feels to me that they're very complacent, like they don't have to necessarily really put a lot of energy into something. I feel like sometimes they can find comfort in something that's not necessarily healthy for them emotionally. They could be taking, they could be moving forward in life a little bit more, seeking out something. It's kind of like people are coming to them, whether it be family, friends, that kind of thing. And they do tend to hold their emotions back. We've got the Seven of Swords, which can represent something hidden behind the scenes. They might be very private, very secretive. It may not necessarily be a bad thing, but they're not necessarily giving out or receiving either. They're kind of neutral at the moment. So that's the qualities they have here, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It's just that they're quite content to be where they're at right now. Perhaps they do need to have a bit of a life review. It is kind of like this energy coming in, well, where they're, have had time to sort of sit back and think about where they're at, but there might not be a huge motivation to really give out much of themselves in terms of what they're feeling, because as we see, there's a secretive aspect here, something hidden behind the scenes. And then we got the moonlight too there, which is illumination. Like, it's funny because this moonlight's illuminating on this guy here, or female, but I think it's a guy. Illumination on this here right now. So it does look to me that if they have the option to reveal their feelings to you, and it looks like that they may do so because they are coming in with this last energy. You know, it's like this energy coming in of, okay, I'll give this one last shot. They are putting some effort into reaching the end of the cycle with this. So let's see then what, or where you might find them. Where you might find them, or who they might remind you of. And we got the High Priestess. So they are a very psychic person. I feel like they're very spiritual. You could be both mirroring each other in this way. Because if you're going to, I feel like this person is into the same kind of things you're into. So it definitely feels like there's a like attracts like situation here. So they're very, very deep, emotionally deep. And this doesn't seem to show this. It seems to show some perhaps very shallow kind of energy. But seeing this, they do feel very deeply. They think very deeply. They feel very deeply. And the High Priestess shows things that are hidden behind the scenes. Once again, it's the mystery. They are very mysterious. They're not giving much in terms of how they feel. They might have a bit of a poker face going on here. So you may not necessarily get a lot or be able to read them initially very well, because they might... and it's not that I necessarily see them having a guard up or a wall. It's just that it is how it is with them. So it might take some time to just kind of get them motivated into the connection. You know, it might be that they do come in and that it is a bit of an effort to sort of, at first it might seem like it's a bit of a hurdle to connect with this person because they seem a little bit disconnected. But where you might find them is in dreams. You might be having dreams of each other and connecting that way initially. They're very spiritual. So it could also be that you do, I'm just having a look here. So the Two of Cups is the soulmate card, and it's emotions, it's harmony. Once again, it's the water. You know, the High Priestess is very much the moon and the Pisces energy here. And You know, it's funny, I'm seeing the singing bowls. That's what this reminds me of, singing bowls, which is a very spiritual thing right there. So it could be that you meet at a workshop together, a spiritual workshop, meditation. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, you could even meet them somewhere near water. There's this definite psychic connection here between the two of you. And they've got a very sensitive nature too. So what might come across as that they can't be bothered or whatever, that kind of energy coming through is actually an illusion. It's not real. Like, this person really does have very strong feelings, very deep feelings, but they kind of put up a little bit of a mask, or not a wall. I don't feel it's a wall. I think it's more of a protection thing, perhaps, in the way of a mask. But they do want to give this, like, this connection, you know, a chance. And so with this, I get very nice, beautiful energy here. I see someone who's very sensitive, someone who wants a spiritual connection with you. They feel when they meet you or join with you or connect with you that you share a very deep spiritual bond. It's interesting, I keep getting the water. Obviously, it's a water element here with the High Priestess and the Two of Cups here. You might like to both meditate. You might even both do tarot card readings or something along those lines, where you're both delving into the occult, perhaps. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's not shadow, real dark energy or anything. But it is very deep and very psychic, very spiritual. Some of you might meet at like a church or some kind of a spiritual gathering. I get the word ritual, so it could be something that you go to and meet up. It could be even online, who knows, you know, but it's definitely a spiritual connection here. It's psychically related. And I'm getting music for some reason here, because we have got the harmony card coming through. There's very, very special song that you'll share together. You might even play an instrument or music, either one of you. That's just something else coming through. I think the singing bowls would be like musical. We're looking at chakras. It could be yoga, a healer. It's just that real sensitive, psychic, spiritual kind of energy coming through. I can smell the incense. You know, that's what I'm getting from this. It's so cool. So it's almost like once you're able to pierce through this energy, which I feel like they will be able to open up, it's more about, I suppose, once they connect with you and they realize, well, you know, you're kind of like inspiring me to get back to my true nature. Here, there's something within them that will spark up when you connect. And it's interesting because she's got the singing bowls here. I know they are the cups in these anyway. They've all got the same thing. But it's definitely showing that there's one in particular that she's not seeing, he or she, it doesn't matter. They're not seeing this opportunity initially because they're too busy hiding away. But there's going to be something that happens in between where you are able to connect and open up this flow. You know, it's like that water flow of energy coming through here. We've got the flow of energy right here. And I love how there's a dark hand and a light hand. So it's like the yin yang, you know, it's that balance and harmony right here. And once again, it's Pisces energy coming through very strong in this reading so far. Let's have a look at what shadow self of yours you might have that could block the connection. So we've got the Two of Swords. So you might feel like you can't really see things clearly right now, or that you are finding it hard to make a decision in your life currently. You might be too preoccupied with something and stress. You may be unable to make a decision. So there's some kind of mental conflict here. And it could be to do with this person if they are someone from your past. We do see the returning love card. If you're aware of this, you might not be sure if you want this back in your life again, even though there is a strong, beautiful connection. you might not want to delve into that just yet, because this Judgment card shows the past. It's a karmic journey as well. So this could be a karmic, could be soulmate, twin flame, whatever it is. But this is the past right here, and there might have been a lot of things in the past that have happened between the two of you that you're not sure that you could go through this cycle again. You might be still stuck a little bit in the past. You might be beating yourself up. Maybe there's some healing to still do. You might have hurt this person. Or if it's just a new person, it could just represent that you're just not sure if you're ready to embark on that path with somebody right now. You might have a few inner demons to sort out within yourself. There might be some negative voices in your mind about this, you know, moving into this connection. You might not trust. But then again, this is the renewal and rebirth. So it is about that new path, having victory in a situation, being able to see into your future, knowing that it's going to be okay, because there's a lot of doubt here and confusion and uncertainty about this connection, about love. You might have been a bit disillusioned about love. You might be questioning this person's motives, even though they don't seem to be pursuing you as much here. But you might be pursuing, I mean, what am I saying? You might be questioning their motives, or just not trusting in the process. Because also it's interesting because you've both got swords, and this person's kind of being secretive or hiding their feelings, or they might just appear that way as well, because you might be looking through the veil of confusion, you know, that dark veil there. So it might be that you just can't see into this person's heart that, like, straight away. But there is light with Judgment, and so it does show that things can blossom. You just need to lift the veil. You just need to be able to lift that veil and see clearly. And, you know, I think that's going to happen when this occurs, when you're able to connect and feel. It's not so much about seeing or thinking. It's more about a feeling connection with the two of you. You just feel it on an emotional and soul level, that this person is genuine, that they do love you, you know, that they're willing to be like equal, you're equal. And so initially they might be holding back or coming through with this energy so that they're not hurt either. So they might really definitely want to push for this and come in, but they might also just pretend, or not pretend, but just sort of have this energy about them where they're just not sure, or don't really mind either way. And you might be feeling, well, you know, you might feel that and think, well, what are their motives then? Do they really want to be in this connection or not? So then let's see what they're attracted to within you. So this card is the Magician, Gemini, Gemini, Virgo. So you could be dealing with a Pisces, Gemini, or Virgo. And this is the Magician. This is someone who's able to manifest what they want in their life. So you are a very spiritual person who can, when you're not, you know, when you're not undergoing this energy up the top, when you're able to see clearly and think clearly and really be in your zone, you can manifest what it is you want. You can tap into your psychic insight to bring about what it is you need to in your physical realm. And they're really attracted to this within you, that you have the ability to just bring in what you want in your life. You're able to move forward from the past, which is so interesting because you're feeling like you might be stuck in that. That's your shadow side. But on your positive note here, they're being attracted to the fact that you are moving on away from past conflict, away from the battles. You know, it could be between the two of you, if you have known each other before, that there was a battle, that there was some darkness there. And so you might still be feeling like there's something that's still holding you back a little bit in the darkness, you know, there. So it's about being able to trust. And they can see that you've got the ability, if you really want to, you can move forward. And you might have actually walked away from this person or a connection in the past. If we are talking about a new person coming in, you might have walked away from some heavy energies, and they can see this, and they can see that you can manifest the life you want and the path you want and the love you want. You are powerful in this way. So it's like you can see clearly now. So you might feel that you can't see clearly and feel confused, but they're attracted to the fact that you know what you want and you go for it. So I just think that's awesome. So that's your reading pretty much, guys. It's just really beautiful. I feel like this person and you can really develop this and grow as long as you're in this energy here together. And if you're able to work together through something spiritually, psychically, that kind of thing, connecting soul-wise rather than the past. Moving on from the past is the best thing. Even if it's separate individual paths that have had nothing to do with each other, moving into a new chapter is really important for both of you. So I hope that's helped. Hi guys, if you chose reading number 2, we're going to look at the main theme around this connection. So it's visualize your dreams into reality. This is just gorgeous. So it's almost like the two of you right now are kind of looking up to the sky. You're really wishing for some kind of beautiful love to come in. You might be thinking about this. You might be wishing for this, visualizing this in your dreams. Like you might even actually literally be dreaming of a loved one coming to you. It might be someone you can't really see their face or know who they are, but you can feel their energy. But there's definite visualizations going on about what you want in a partner. It could be qualities that you're looking for, that you're both looking for somebody to come in. And it's like manifesting this person physically into your lives. So what's the main energy they're coming in with right now? Okay, we got the 3 of Swords. This person might be purging the last of pain that's occurred for them. There could definitely be a connection between the two of you where there was pain, if this is someone you're connected with, that they're still purging and letting go of. Could be mental torture, you know, that they've had to go through. Either way, whether it's someone existing or a new person, it just shows that perhaps they're at the last part of purging their pain from a past connection. Could be childhood pain, whatever it is, there's pain here this person needs to let out and let go of. And it seems like they are on the end of this now, the end part of this, which is probably a really good thing considering you don't want someone really coming in with this heavy kind of energy. Let's have a look now. I'm just going to move these over. Okay. Just got to check them because I know the other ones were on a different thing here as well. I don't know what I did with them. Yeah, that's that side and then this is this side. Okay. So I've just got a certain layout that I do with these ones. So let's have a look at what qualities they possess that are really like what are they possessing right now? What kind of qualities are they possessing right now? So we got the Death Rebirth card. So they're obviously going through a transformation, which is so interesting because we see this 3 of Swords card here. Definite transformation going on. There might have been a third party situation for them. Could be related to you, might not be. But there's just definitely something that's been pulling them in 2 different directions and some healing that's had to be done there. But what's so interesting is that this card shows they have the ability to transform this pain into something new. And it's that transformation that's really going to bring them their wisdom and light coming into a new phase, a new pathway. As we have the Ace of Pentacles, this person is grounded. I feel like they've had a lot to deal with. They've had a lot to go through. And through that, they have chosen to take on the lessons. With this, that means that they can start a new fresh path and kind of put it behind them, like not dwell on the past, but they're able to move into the future with a new grounded path. They kind of know what they want. They're planting the seeds now, which is really awesome. And this could be the Scorpio energy. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio. Doesn't have to be, but it's just showing that death, rebirth kind of energy going on here for their life. So what I see with that is that they're going to really nurture something. They're planting a seed. They're going to nurture it, like water it type thing, and take care of it. And that could be this connection. But whatever it is that they actually work on in their life and do focus on, they do tend to nurture and take care of, whether it be career, could be their home life, their family, could be anything really. But I feel like the same would happen for this connection, that once they have started something, they're not necessarily going to just let it go. They're going to go through the whole journey to the point where, okay, when it's the end of the cycle, and now it's time for a new path. That's what this person is like. So they're very committed to the goal, to what they choose to plant here. They're very committed to it. They might be really good with money too, being able to invest. Just having a look what else comes through with this. Might get back to that one. So where might you find them, or who do they remind you of? So we've got the Page of Pentacles, which is interesting. This is the Taurus. You could be dealing with a Pisces or a Taurus, okay, or a Scorpio. We've got the water signs here. But you might find them through a workplace or study. Could be traineeship. They could be someone you work alongside. We've got the Knight of Cups here. Someone a little bit older than you. Someone who's romantic. You know, I've got this guy here. I love these modern cards, man. Like, seriously, this is my most favorite tarot deck. It's just so cool. And see, I see him, and he seems really romantic. He's got a cute little smile. Like, so whether it's a female or male, I'm just reading the energies, really. So the person you're coming in contact with is kind of like, wears their heart on their sleeve. They might really be curious to get to know you, but I feel like it's going to be something that's, they want to work with you. Like, once again, this energy of the Pentacles is coming through, where they really want to get to know you. And it's definitely could be a workplace. We see him on like an outdoor area here. It looks like he's got a cowboy hat. You know, it could be somewhere outdoors that you meet this person. Outdoors. It could be an outdoors job. Could be planting trees, could be environmentalism, could be on a ranch. Wherever it is, you know, this is all the stuff that I'm kind of picking up on here. It could be with horses. You could be working with horses. But this person's coming through. They're very romantic. They wear their heart on their sleeve. They really want to sweep you off your feet. This is somebody that could definitely catch your eye at work or in a study group. So it could be that you're off doing a TAFE course or college, and this person comes along and catches your eye, or vice versa. And they're very sensitive, into music, I'm getting. So really love music, like passionate about music. And I feel like you're going to teach them a fair bit about love and life. You've got a very grounding kind of energy for this person, I feel. But they're also coming in with this grounded energy here as well. So they might come in really, really so curious about you and want to know everything about you and want to take you out straight away. They might show you a few skills. You know, if it's a workplace situation or study, they might want to study with you. It's this kind of thing. Or they might really love being by your side as like a colleague. But kind of feels to me that they're a bit older than you. They don't have to necessarily be that in terms of age, but it could be just energy. They might be like quite mature. Yeah, what else am I getting with this? There might really be, it could be a health connection here. I'm just having a look at what this is. Health. Oh, not so much health. What am I saying there? Well, it could be medical, but I'm not getting that too strongly. For some reason that came up. I don't know why I'm getting this. So weird. I'm getting a bank of all things. So this could be someone who works in a bank or around finances, that kind of thing as well, because we do have the coin here as well, which is interesting. This person could definitely be an accountant or a finance manager, or just could be something along those lines as well. Doesn't have to be. But that's just something there. Or they could work with mechanics. I'm getting vehicle, that kind of thing here as well. But whatever it is, guys, it doesn't necessarily have to be set in stone with what I'm saying here, but it could definitely be along those lines here. Could be an engineer, you know, that kind of thing. Even, well, this person's holding flowers, could be a florist. There's so many things you could look at here. All right, let's have a look. Let's have a look at, what am I getting? Oh yeah, this person could actually have tattoos, like this person's got tattoos. All right, so let's have a look here. I want to see what shadow side of yours perhaps might be blocking this connection. We've got the Tower. So you might be a person that might just suddenly, you might be a little bit disruptive in your energy. You might be very spontaneous, where you might be invested in this and then suddenly want to just go and do what you want to do, and kind of disrupts the relationship a bit. That could be something that happens. Maybe you self-sabotage. I know this is not necessarily the meaning of the Tower, but that's what's coming through. And it's interesting as we've got the butterflies, which is self-transformation. I think they're butterflies. Yeah, there's butterflies in there. And we've got the squirrel with his nuts here, so he's been gathering things and it's for the long term, and then suddenly something happens where it's all uprooted. And this is the kind of shadow energy that might come up within you, is that you might even expect that something that's a good thing is suddenly just going to, you know, something's going to happen and it's going to be uprooted. So you don't trust. And you might be the first one to get in and cause this disruption before the other person can. Yeah, I mean, we look at the Page of Cups, once again, Pisces energy, which is really interesting. Pisces energy, Pisces energy. And what I see, and we've got Scorpio there, but what I see is that you may not be really grounded. You might not really be too keen to be, what's the word I'm thinking of there? It's weird because I can see you want commitment, but you don't trust it. So you might definitely have these feelings for this person, but as soon as it starts getting deep, or if they're pursuing you too much, you don't want it to be clingy. You don't, if someone starts catching feelings, or if you start catching feelings, you're out of there. It's almost like you can't deal with it and you're disruptive. And now that might be just the shadow side, not necessarily the whole part of you, but there might be fears here. And you might also see things through rose-colored glasses sometimes. It's interesting that's coming through with this card. Doesn't necessarily mean it, but it's very much the dreamer. This energy here is a dreamer, someone who really, well, it can be very intuitive and compassionate, and got the love heart here. Want to share their love, but it's only a small gesture. You might not be ready to fully open up your heart to this person, because you are guarded. And there's 2 pages here. So page energy is very youthful. It's very immature in some ways. You might be a little bit emotionally immature because you haven't allowed yourself to really grow. Or if you did, you've been hurt. So you kind of like, if it's a starting again in the existing relationship, especially, you're going to be even more guarded, especially if it did, end up in a disruption and something went down the wrong way. And you might also be a little guarded too, because this person who's coming in with this energy may come through with this Knight of Cups romantic energy, but might seem a little bit cheesy, in some ways. And you're kind of like trying to look past this person's facade or whatever it might be that you're thinking this is. It might not be that. But you're really picking up on this energy deep within. And so even on a subconscious level, you might be feeling that this person's not necessarily being really grounded or real with you as such. They're kind of like just caught up in the moment. They're flirtatious. You really want to see what they're made of. which they are quite a deep person, and they are very grounded when they are grounded. They can be, but this is the energy that they're coming through with as well. That they might remind you of someone who's just a little bit too flirtatious, or, you know, not sleazy. I don't get sleazy, but it's kind of like that cheesy kind of energy. They might give pickup lines or something. I don't know. They're kind of like young in their energy, but they're still learning about love and stuff, which can be still a bit of an adventure, guys. You know, you could just go with it. But I can see that you're just kind of like not buying it. You really want to see what this person's made of. Like, you want to see their actions, not just words. And yes, it's nice to get to know someone and go out and do things, but you're kind of waiting, and you don't mind it. You don't mind sometimes it being that nice light energy where it's kind of nice, and that honeymoon phase, I guess, where everything's beautiful and lovely and, you know, all that. But you're kind of waiting for the shit to hit the fan with this. So if you invest too much, you're worried you'll get hurt. So this could also be, well, this was their main energy, but you could have also gone through this as well. And especially, guys, if this is an existing connection, you're going to be even more wary of what their motives are. Okay, so what are they mostly attracted to within you? We got the Emperor, which is the Aries energy. So you take the lead. They actually like this, that you're switched on, and you have you can have a very dominant energy when it comes to your feelings, because we do have the Queen of Cups here, which is your feelings. Someone who's very in tune, very intuitive. You don't muck around. Like, I've got to get that glare out. When you feel something, you're not afraid to express it, it looks like here. They're attracted to this charisma. They're attracted to the fact that you have kind of like a magnetic chemistry going on here. And they can sense like a very nurturing quality within you. But you know what you want. You're not wishy-washy. Even so weird, because your shadow self might be a bit that way. But they're attracted to the Queen and the King, right? The King and the Queen energies could be the masculine, feminine sides within you that are quite balanced here emotionally. And this is a person who's very masculine, goes after what they want. They're about to build an empire, you know, or they have an empire. They're able to run their lives quite well. You might have really built yourself up quite well, or how they're seeing you is what they're attracted to, is that you seem to go for what you want, but at the same time, you're very in tune with your emotions. You might be a mother. Or a father. You've got the father energy, father-mother energy. So you could be a father or a mother, a parent with maternal or paternal energies here coming through. So it's interesting, because I feel that even though this person might be a bit older than you, you're the one who seems to come through with a very grounded, mature energy in the way you approach this. But it's like in the beginning, but as soon as it starts getting deep, this stuff can happen. But what they're attracted to is initially within you, you exude this amazing energy, this amazing chemistry. You know who you are. Very sexual energy too, I might add. Especially with Scorpio being here, they might be quite sexual as well. So it does, I see this sensual, sexual kind of chemistry going on here. They're very attracted to your appearance, how you look on the outside as well, and how you carry yourself. So it could be even the clothes that you wear. They're very attracted to this within you. And yeah, it's just so cool how this is coming through like this. So I do feel this can eventuate, you know, this can gradually turn into something really beautiful. I think you just need time to get to know each other, or get to know each other again, if that's the case. And just allow for things to be light-hearted to start with. Just really go slow with this person. And it could really turn into something really lovely and beautiful here. So I hope that's helped you. Hi lovelies, if you chose reading number 3, we're going to have a look at your person, and the main theme of this connection or coming in is letting go with grace. Now, both of you are coming in with this energy. So both of you might have let go of something just recently in your lives, and you're now ready for something new. Or perhaps if it's an existing connection, you're ready to try again on a new slate, on a fresh new slate, but both of you are letting go with something or of something. You kind of come to that end of the cycle, and it's kind of like the energy of whatever will be, will be. You've just surrendered to something. So what is their main energy coming in? So we've got the Seven of Cups. This person has choices to make right now. They might have been keeping their options open, but, you know, it's kind of like they might be someone who has quite a few options in front of them, and they're now trying to find something that's really genuine. That's the energy I'm getting here. I feel like they've been betrayed in the past, so they're really trying to work out who's real, who's honest, who's a genuine person. And I know this card normally represents, you know, people going for the most shiniest object, and they might have in the past. They might have gone for someone, you know, the grass is greener on the other side type thing, and then really learnt a harsh lesson. So this person here is now seeking something real, something that they can have an equal, I should say, relationship, and something that's meaningful and has purpose and not shallow. So that's interesting. Also seeing past an illusion. They're coming in now a bit wiser than what they were. Let me just see what these cards are here. I've got to make sure I've got them in the right order, because the other ones weren't. Okay, this goes up here, and these ones over here, and this here. Okay, so this is the layout I'm doing for this one. We're going to have a look at what qualities they might possess right now that you're perhaps attracted to. We've got the Lovers, guys. So this person's a romantic. They love being in love. They might be very sexual, very sensual, just really want that one-on-one. And which is so interesting, because we have this coming up where there's options, but they are seeking that one connection, monogamy. They don't want to have shallow connections or casual things. They want the real deal. They want a soulmate, deep love. It could be a twin flame. Got all that red there. It's very sexual, sensual energy, connecting. It's so interesting because she's got the arrow, which can represent a Sagittarius, but this card usually represents a Gemini as well. So it could be Sagittarius, Gemini that you may attract. And so this is one very strong characteristic or quality this person has. And the World. Now this is gorgeous, because this person wants, when they find you, or, you know, when they find you, they're going to feel like you are their world. And I know this sounds really cheesy, but it's like you complete them. So it's almost like they have found their other half. They feel so in love with you. You know, this person, once they commit, really give their whole self, their whole world to you. You are their world, and they want to join their world with yours. So it's just gorgeous in this way. And they only see that, and they only strive for success in a partnership. They are the person that will fight for you and stick around through the hard times, it looks like here. So they've come through to an end of a cycle, like I said before, letting go. They've let something go, whether it be a relationship. It feels like it could have been a relationship. If this is an existing person, it could have been that you let each other go, and now so much time has passed, and now you're coming back together again. That could be what this is as well. We've got two major arcanas. It's very significant. This energy around this person is quite strong and powerful. They definitely they love being in communication with you. They thrive speaking with you as well. They want to be by your side. They might want to travel with you. This is what I get here as well. They might want to travel the world with you. They might be a bit of an adventurous person who has actually traveled around the world already, or overseas, or just are a little bit worldly. They seem to know a lot about life. They might be very educated. It does seem like they've had a few partnerships in the past. So they've had some experience and knowledge about love and what they don't want. So they're kind of like assured about what they want coming into this. And once you connect, it's kind of like they fall in love quite fast with you. It's almost like a destined feeling here, like when you lock eyes or when you connect with your energy, which is coming into each other's space, there is this knowing that this person, like they have a knowing with you that you're kind of like it. You're like their one, their partner in crime. I don't know why I'm saying that. Such a weird saying, but that's what I'm getting here. It's so weird. Okay, so let's have a look at seeing what else comes through. Yeah, have a look at what where you might find them or who they might remind you of. So we've got the Knight of Swords. This could be someone who's just active. Once again, guys, we've got the Gemini energy. This is so strong in this reading. It doesn't have to be a Gemini that comes in, but it's just interesting this energy's coming through. So this person really is in their mind a lot. They're very adventurous. They like to get things happening quickly, but they're very committed at the same time. So yes, it's a very fast energy. This person might exercise a lot. They're very active physically, but mentally they're very quick-witted as well. And this is somebody, I'm seeing a motorbike. So this could be someone who likes riding a motorbike. You know, you could meet someone who likes being on a bike. And once again, so weird, guys. We've got the arrow, the bow and arrow on his back here. And what has this one got? She's got an arrow, bow and arrow. So bizarre. So you could be dealing with a Sagittarius. This person could be into archery. You both could have a very common interest with outdoor sports, extreme sports, whatever it is there. And I'm just looking here as well. There could be tattoos. You know, some of you might have someone with a tattoo. But I definitely get this travel. Once again, we're seeing this messenger coming through really fast. We see the world. This person likes long travel perhaps, or short travel, doesn't really matter. They're just outdoors a lot and moving around. They're very active. We've got 10 of Pentacles, someone who's very family oriented. They really may even have security. They might be very secure in their life. It could be someone that you meet through mutual friends, like a soul tribe. It could be someone that you meet through family members or just a gathering where there's kind of like a feeling like family. It's a group of people perhaps that feels like family to you. So it could just be your soul tribe that you're coming into contact with. It could be at someone's house, you know, it could be a party, some kind of celebration where you meet this person. Yeah, so let's see. I just want to see. This person could be in their 20s or 30s. Doesn't have to be. It's just something coming through. For some of the Knights, it can be around that age. I think it's more 30s, but doesn't matter, guys. I don't ever set anything in stone. It's just a special message for some who might resonate. And look, it's so cute. There's a dog in this as well, and there's children, and could be out in a park somewhere that you meet this person. I still see it could be outdoors, or could be somewhere where you travel and you meet up with each other traveling. There's so many ways you can read into this, but it's just definitely they're an outdoorsy kind of active action person. You know, they love all that. They love spontaneity. But on saying that, they also love the family. They love the environment of being in a family zone, you know, where it's beautiful and secure and everyone's really like it's tight knit. Family is everything to this person. You can see the world here. Family is their world. You will be their world. It's like when they embrace you, you are their family. They will want to invite you in to their family. They might even want to have a family with you. Yeah, amazing. So what shadow side? Oh, hang on. Sorry, guys. I'm still getting other messages. I'm hearing like djembes or music. It's funny. I'm hearing like drums, drumming circle. This person could be a drummer. Could be a drumming circle that you do. musical, like outdoors. It's an outdoors thing. Could be a music festival. Don't know why that's coming through, but it is. Could be that you meet this person or you connect with them there. Music, dancing. I'm getting a lot of that kind of energy coming through here. Some of you might be into rock, metal. That's just for some of you guys. I'm just really getting that strong here. So fucking amazing. Like, I don't even mean to swear, sorry. It's just so funny. Oh my God. It's so amazing how strong these messages are coming in. Like, wow. There's so many different energies, but it feels like this could be the same person with all these energies as well. They love being busy. They get into it. They really live life as if there's no tomorrow kind of thing. And they cannot wait to see you. So they're excited. When they're apart from you, they just cannot wait to join with you and come home to you. This is the kind of thing I'm seeing here. So that's the messages I had to say for those. What shadow self might you be? What am I saying? What shadow self of yours could be blocking this connection? So we got the 3 of Cups. This is celebration, it's joy, it's reunion, it's friendships. So it could be that you really want to take time to become friends with this person first. You might really kind of keep them at arm's, length, because you might want to just really become friends with them first and get to know them, whereas they kind of want to rush in and get all this happening straight away. And so you might be like, no, I need to just chill and just, just see you as a friend first, go really slow. It could also be that you are a person that really likes to go out with your friends a lot. So this person might really be into you so much that they want to spend all their time with you. That could encroach on you a bit. So you might be like, well, hang on, I want to go out with my friends and it's something I'm used to doing and I need my independence. And it's not like they don't want to give it to you, but I think they're so invested in you, they love you, they're attracted to you, that, they see their life with you, that on one hand you might be a bit freaked out by that, as it might come in quite heavy, quite fast. And yeah, look at this. This is my favorite card of the whole deck. I love this card. So this is the 3 of Wands. We've got 2 3s here, which is so interesting. And they both got their backs away from us. So it's like they're looking into the distance. And that could be a shadow self for you, that you might be a little distracted, or you might be kind of like looking out into the horizon, waiting to see what else comes in next. Maybe you're not sure about this person initially. It may be that you have dreams and aspirations that is a completely different pathway to what this person and you could have together. So it could be that you're sort of looking out for what's the next best thing coming in. You might be a bit of a party person. You might want to socialize a lot more and sort of get out there and just be really busy and not have time. Not that you don't have time actually for this, but you might not be so invested in this as much as this person is. You might be too busy focused on your aspirations and your dreams, and what might be coming in, and celebrating that with friendships and stuff like that, which is not a bad shadow self to have really. But it definitely shows that you're on a different level maybe in some aspects to this. Now, what are they mostly attracted to within you is that you are a person that is in tune, and it's, in tune with your youthful side. You do tend to be optimistic is a word I'm getting here too, because this is about reunion as well. This could be someone coming back into your life. You might have known this person before. Maybe they're coming back in with this new energy and you're still not sure and you're kind of like looking at your life. But they're attracted to the fact that you know what you want and you can move away from things. You're not too hung up on your past, and you have been able to detach and move away from something like lessons from the past, or something that just didn't gel with you from your past. It's interesting this is coming up here. There could be some sadness from the past you're just letting go of. Or you might have had a choice to be with someone from your past and you chose to walk away from that, and now this person's grateful for this because they can now come in. it's just this kind of energy coming through. They really are admiring you for your strength to walk away from some things that don't serve you anymore. Stuff from your past. This is about the past, being able to look into the past, happier memories, things like that. Seeing how far you've come on your journey, but you have grown a lot in yourself. This is where I see you looking out into the horizon as to what's next on your path. You've kind of like also let go of something with grace, and now you're ready to embark on your new path, your new venture. You want this person to be adventurous with you as well, but you don't want them to hold you back either, and that's that shadow self coming through. So once again, they are attracted to the fact that you can move forward and away from something that doesn't serve you, but they want to make sure that you're theirs at the same time. So yes, they might see you as a little bit of a challenge, that yes, you've got all these dreams and aspirations and you're not just hanging around waiting for them all the time, that you have things you want to do, and that you're passionate about your future. Beautiful, guys. That's just awesome energy right here. So they choose you. They choose you. And I hope that's helped you guys. Let me know how it all goes. Love and blessings.